What is up, y'all? Your boy Nate is back. It's my fault, y'all. I'm fixing the camera, man. Keeps falling and shit. My fault.
Is that the best player in the game right now?
Yes, it is.
So,
It's something that I repeatedly allude to.
so I just saw this debate, right? Talking about Kevin Durant, greatest player on the planet right now. On some equations, I would agree. You know, because LeBron's been slipping lately, and it's just hard to watch. Alright, let's get into this video. Shit, this camera keeps falling. Oh my god. Yo, hold up.
So I've called him the number 2 player in the world.
Alright, got it, yo.
Giannis is 10 right now because he appears to be, and it probably is the most dominant. I mean, gaining 57 pounds of muscle since he first came into the league, just moving people out of the way, got the mean streak in him, will dunk on anybody. Shaq came on my radio show after the Super Bowl week and called them the closest thing to me since me. That's what Shaq said about himself. He said, I never wanted to give up the Superman, tag before. But for this dude, meaning the Greek freak, I will. Fine, no problem. But that don't make him the best player in the game. Last time I checked, AD played some defense too. And offensively, as far as I'm...
Sorry, all. I was just talking to somebody. I got interrupted, but let's get back.
Giannis ain't in KD's class offensively. Ain't in his class offensively. He can't shoot like that, brother. Kevin Durant, yes. The only thing you can say about Kevin Durant is that he's skinny and that he's not as strong as Giannis.
Everyone says that. Everyone says that.
There's nothing offensively that he can't do to put the ball in the hole. He's a career 27-point per game scorer. Kevin Durant does that in his sleep. Kevin Durant, the biggest person that stops Kevin Durant.
So there's nothing he can't do, right? What about dribbling? What about dribbling, huh? I mean, Giannis, he's 6'11", you know what I mean? He's 6'11", but you know what? I guess he's okay at dribbling, you know?
And it's Kevin Durant. There is no human being that steps on the basketball court that neutralizes, nullifies, and flat out stops Kevin Durant. It does not happen. It's only Kevin Durant that does that because religiously, he's deferential. He doesn't mind deferring to Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, or anybody else. Playing the right way, being very judicious in his shot selection, etc., etc. That's what Kevin Durant does. So because that's his style, that's the way he goes about doing it, he doesn't average 35. But is anybody going to sit up here and tell me that Kevin Durant can't average 35 or 36 a game?
I mean, I felt that happening, bro.
And I'm talking about on anything, nothing less than 49 to 50% shooting. That's Kevin Durant.
Okay, this is how I'm going to put it. Best small forward in the West is Kevin Durant right now. Best in the East is Giannis. That's just best small forward in the East right now is Giannis. That's how I'm going to say it. You know, that's what I'm going to say. But not the best small forward of all time. Best small forward of all time, we already know it could be Hakeem, Kareem, these guys, you know. Alright, let's get back.
He can do that anytime he wants. He just elects not to because he doesn't mind being deferential. And that
I don't want to keep pause the video. Maybe not Kareem, because I remember last time I said it wasn't. It's not Kareem. I would have to say Hakeem or I'll say Hakeem.
It's been the reason people question him. He ain't a skill set. The brother's all world.
Sure, he could do that. The question is, could he do it for a winning team? Could he do it in a winning effort? You're making the mistake a lot of ballers make, and you played college basketball, Division II. You had a scholarship. It's a mistake that people make about athletes frequently that I notice. Not a huge one, but it's relevant here. You see a guy's skill set and everything he can do, and you say, that's the most well-rounded. Where's the weakness? He's almost 7 feet tall. He can defend. You can switch. You can put him on.
I mean, isn't he 7 foot tall in shoes, though?
He can shoot from the outside. He can put the ball on the floor. He's a good passer. He's a willing passer. He always makes the right basketball play. He can take it to the hole. Where's the weakness? And you mistake that for being the best because he has the most tools.
I mean, I kind of agree.
That doesn't make you
but there's another video I'm going to watch. I think I'm
going
to get pissed off.
O'Neal when Shaq was in his prime, but he was the best player in the league. He did not have the most well-rounded skill set, but the things he could do were just unstoppable. In every sport, you can find players like this. Not the most well-rounded.
Yeah, I understand, but I wouldn't say Shaq is the greatest center of all time. I'm going to say Wilt Chamberlain. I'm going to say Wilt Chamberlain's the greatest center of all time, not Shaq. I don't even have Shaq on my top 10 list. Everyone who thinks, oh my God, how could you not have Shaq in the top 10 list? That's me. You know, it's how I rank players. Wilt has to be the greatest center of all time.
Not the one.
Best center right now is Anthony Davis. If not Anthony Davis, it's gotta be Karl Anthony Towns. If not Karl Anthony Towns, it's gotta be Joel Embiid. You know?
With no weakness, nevertheless the best player in the league. Before Michael Jordan could
I
shoot
follow
from the
basketball
outside,
too, man.
Way better than everyone in the NBA. Way better before he could shoot from the outside. Kevin Durant is the most well-rounded, yes, but one of the reasons you criticized him as you...
Although we can forget, although y'all can forget, even though I'm mad at what Paul George said, that remind you guys he's not in the conversation. You know? He has to go down as LeBron has to go down as second right now, and Paul George has to go down as third. Anybody who don't think Paul George is a third greatest right now in the Western Conference, small forward, I don't know what to say to y'all. Because I don't know what to say to y'all.
Did, and many did, for joining the Warriors. Is that, I know this is not what reverse engineering means, but let me appropriate the phrase. He was trying to reverse engineer his greatness. Aha, if you need to win championships, and then you're considered great. I'll go to a team where if you add me, not just KD, you could add Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, they'd be unstoppable. But if you add me, there's no way we can't win. And since I'm going to be the...
No. Kawhi Leonard, no. I'm putting him behind Paul George. This year, Paul George is better than Kawhi Leonard. I don't care what anybody says. This year, Paul George is better than Kawhi.
Primary scorer on a team of scorers, I'll wind up as the Finals MVP, which is what happened. But the same reason you criticized him is the reason he doesn't get the full credit for winning championships.
Well, let me break down. Let me help you out on a couple of points. First of all, when you bring up Kevin Durant, can he be on a winning team?
Kevin Durant, I mean,
no.
He can be the greatest right now. He can be.
You don't know what he can't do because
I'm gonna say in the West, he's the greatest.
Never been on a losing team. Oklahoma City won every day, win championships, but they were winning 50-plus games.
And then his snake ass had to go to Golden State.
Kevin Durant is almost incapable of being on a losing team.
Well, that's what
I'm saying is, if he averaged the numbers,
I mean, he's leaving. He might go to the Clippers or Knicks.
I understand that, but what I'm saying to you is, he could. My point is,
Clippers
he can
suck
do what he wants.
ass.
He chooses not to. Number two, when you bring up Michael Jordan, you need to stop saying what you say about him not being able to shoot jump shots. No, Michael Jordan elevated himself to a level where when his athleticism
Here we go with Michael Jordan.
Because Father Time had kicked in, he was completely reliant on that jump shot. But this was a brother. He wasn't a jump shooter. He was a scorer. But unlike the Greek Freak, all of his points didn't come from dunking on you or layup. Michael Jordan, when he dropped 63 on Bird, and he was dancing, and Bird called them to go.
Whoever follows basketball knows that. Thank you, Stephen A. He dropped 63 against Boston. All right, he played the flu game 1997. All right. He played with the flu. Okay. 1998 was his last time winning the finals against the Jazz. With Karl Malone.
Max, you've laid out why you think KD is not the best player in the NBA. You've laid out the analysis of what it takes to be be the bbest player in the NBA. So who is the best player? This is the interesting
Kevin
point
Durant.
right now.
In the West. In the West.
Vacant. Like when the champ retires and the title's vacant, we got to see. Right now, LeBron did not have the best regular season. He will not have a chance to prove anything in the postseason because he won't be in it. So the baton is laid down. Who wants to pick it up? Here are the candidates, and KD is among them. Although it's harder for him to prove because he's on a team where he will. It's always one-on-one with KD because you can't leave Clay and Steph open. So he's put himself in a situation where he'll get a lot of press, but he's made it harder for him to prove that he's the best player in the league. James Harden. If James Harden has a great playoffs,
it don't matter what James Harden does. He's not gonna get an MVP this year. It's gonna be Giannis or PG. You know, if not PG, then Giannis. Fuck Harden.
He'll be the best player in the league. The Greek Freak. These are the two MVP candidates. Same thing. How about this guy? Steph Curry. He's on the same team as KD. When KD doesn't play, they barely miss a beat. When Steph doesn't play, they're a significantly worse team. So who's actually better?
Strong.
I mean, that's just, if I
for
may,
his size.
None of those players are checking the box of the Max Kellerman analysis, which is, can you average 35 in service of winning? The only other player who is actually winning on your list would be Steph Curry.
Okay, here's how I would put it. So, they have their opinions. Kevin Durant's the greatest right now. But here's how I'm going to say it again. Kevin Durant, right now, this year, is the greatest small forward in on the West. On the West. You know, you can't just say all around. In the East, it's Giannis. Alright? So, I'm going to go check out that other video and see you all in it.